Hello and welcome to PRC Partners. We are a Hong Kong-based consultancy company focusing on Canadian small and mid-cap companies. My name is Mr. Hentjes. I'm the CEO and founder. Today I'm going to spend a few minutes explaining why my firm has selected Sirona Biochem as a long-term investment for our biotech portfolio. PRC Partners is a shareholder in Sirona Biochem. Therefore, a conflict of interest might arise. Please read the disclaimer on our website before continuing with this video or making any investment decision. I'm not going to give you an in-depth walkthrough of Sirona. I'm going to focus on the points that persuaded us to become an investor in this company. If you want in-depth information, please contact Mr. Buscher. He's our head of research at PRC Partners. I will also give my opinion on the latest financing and the very recent management change, which has taken place on February the 16th, and what this could mean in regards to a potential licensing deal for Sirona's skin lightening component TFC 1067. Let's start with a brief introduction about Sirona Biochem. Sirona Biochem is a cosmetic ingredient and drug discovery firm with a proprietary platform technology. Their platform specializes in stabilizing carbohydrate molecules with the goal of improving efficacy and safety. Sirona is focusing on highly profitable indications such as type 2 diabetes and skin lightening. Sirona has already signed 2 licensing deals with big players such as Valeant and Wenbang Pharmaceuticals. The company is listed on the TSXV Venture Exchange under the trading symbol SBM and also in Frankfurt under the symbol ZSB. Further, the company is also on Cetra in Germany. Now let's take a quick look at Sirona's product pipeline and what they have been up to. First, I would like to talk about Wenbang, one of the largest manufacturers and marketers of a comprehensive portfolio of drugs for diabetes in China, is currently advancing the development of Sirona's anti-diabetic SGLT2 inhibitor, which delivered promising preclinical results. Sirona Biochem could receive upfront and milestone payments of up to $9.5 million in addition to royalty payments for product sales in China. Sirona Biochem also signed a global exclusive licensing agreement with global pharmaceutical company Obagi Medicare Products, a wholly owned subsidiary of Valeant Pharmaceuticals International, for the implementation of skin whitening compound TFC 849. The scientists of Sirona Biochem also developed a much safer and more efficient skin whitening compound called TFC 1067, which is hydroquinone-free and has 8 times the efficacy of deoxyribonucleic, the current gold standard. The current development pipeline also includes, for instance, compounds for cell preservation, anti-aging, and acne. I want to spend some time to talk about the skin whitening market. I've lived more than 10 years in China. One of the first 10 words that I unintentionally learned in Chinese was the word Bai Pifo, which means white or pale skin. Due to my light skin complexion, Chinese were always commenting on how beautiful pale skin is. The Asian obsession with lighter skin is hard to imagine if you have not lived in Asia. For example, it is fair to say that every 3rd or 4th commercial on Chinese television was somehow related to skin whitening products. It is estimated that the global skin lightening market generates about $19.8 billion a year. $14.1 billion or 74% is being generated in Japan, 23% or $5.2 billion is being generated in Asia Pacific, and only 3% are being generated from the rest of the world. Here are a few more interesting facts. 55% of Japanese women use skin lightening products. 50% of South Koreans are likely to use skin whitening products. 33% of the Chinese population uses skin lightening products on a daily or weekly basis. With an annual revenue of $19.8 billion, the worldwide skin whitening market is bigger than the market for skin tanning and sun protection. Sirona's business development. Fact is, every big cosmetic company is looking to get involved in that growing skin whitening market. There's a massive unmet need for safe and effective skin whitener like the one developed by Sirona Biochem, which opens up a big investment opportunity. GlaxoSmithKline and other global players such as Shiseido, Procter & Gamble, L'Oreal, Allergan, Pfizer, Valeant, Estée Lauder, Galderma, and even the Beiersdorf Corporation really have the money and marketing power to bring such a potential blockbuster to the market. Sirona Biochem has to cut a licensing deal with a big player who will then use Sirona's superior skin whitening compound in their own products. TFC 1067 could be a perfect solution for a $20 billion market and a company maker on its own. Next topic would be the management. Sirona Biochem has a great management team. I've met personally with Howard Verico, the CEO, on several occasions. I like him. He is a go-getter and doesn't take no for an answer. He was also the person who negotiated and closed the Valiant and the Wenbang deal. Further, he also negotiated the acquisition for TFChem, the company who developed TFC 849 and TFC 1067. Attila Heydou, former Chief Business Development Officer, he just left the company on February 16th. I've also met him on several occasions over the past 2 years. He was hired by Sirona due to his extensive network and connections in the pharmaceutical industry, as he has held senior management positions at GlaxoSmithKline and Astellas Pharma. I will be talking more about him in the conclusion. Géraldine Delancourt-Godefroy. She's the scientific officer and an award-winning synthetic chemist and also the founder of TFChem. She's a major shareholder and she has never sold a single share in Sirona Biochem. The next point of interest is analyst coverage. Alice Eklund, senior analyst of First Berlin Equity Research, has issued a buy rating of 98 Canadian cents per share for Sirona Biochem. He strongly believes that Sirona has a well-diversified pipeline that targets large addressable markets for the treatment of diabetes, anti-aging, and skin lightening. Very important to mention is that First Berlin Equity Research is valuing Sirona Biochem at 98 cents per share based on their current pipeline, where licensing deals are in place. The interesting part is this: the analyst has not even included a potential deal for the new skin lightening compound TFC 1067. Finally, we are coming to the conclusion. Please understand that we are not an investment advisor and that whatever you're going to hear now is based on our own research and our own personal opinion. The first thing that is important for me to mention is that shareholders have to understand that Sirona is not just about skin whitening. It is a diverse biotechnology company with existing licensing agreements operating in many different sectors such as diabetes, anti-aging, acne treatment, scar treatment, and of course, skin whitening. However, shareholders are absolutely correct in assuming that once a deal for the skin whitening compound has been signed, the stock of Sirona should be one of the hottest plays on the TSX venture. If we take a look at the internal valuation of $265 million or 345 million Canadian dollars for their latest skin whitening compound TFC 1067, which was also confirmed by Bloom Burton, Canada's largest independent investment bank specializing in biotech and healthcare, then it is not hard to imagine where the stock is going to end up once a licensing deal has been signed. Please keep in mind that the current market cap of Sirona is merely 26 million Canadian dollars. The potential price tag for TFC 1067 is 345 million Canadian dollars. That could be worth more than 13 times their current market cap for one single product out of their product pipeline, and there is more to come in the future. I believe there will be other blockbuster products coming out of Sirona's product pipeline in the future. I do understand that shareholders have been anticipating a major deal for their skin whitening compound for some time, and the big question is, when is it coming? There are two major indicators for us to assume that a licensing deal might be imminent. The first indicator is the latest financing, which was only done for 665,000 Canadian dollars. This is really a bridge financing because things took longer than anticipated. A deal is imminent and they just raised enough cash to make it through the final stages of completing the deal for TFC 1067. I would like to let people know that PRC Partners also participated with a substantial investment in the latest financing. The second indicator is the mutual resignation of Attila Heydou on February the 16th 16, 2017. A lot of shareholders do not know how to interpret him leaving the company just prior when a deal is supposed to be signed. In my opinion, this means the following. Well done, Attila. Thank you very much. We do not need you anymore. You can move on to your own project and use your excellent connections within the pharmaceutical industry and make a fortune with your own venture. Attila has been taken care of very well while working for Sirona, and I'm sure he's going to make a very healthy profit for the relatively short time he has been at Sirona once the licensing deal has been announced. Further, I do not see that Attila Heydu is really being needed in the next 6 to 12 months due to the fact that the current product pipeline is not at a stage where Attila's expertise could be beneficial to Sirona. Attila was hired to get big players for the licensing deal regarding TFC 1067 to the table. His mission was accomplished. Now, a team consisting of members of management, key board members, and legal counsel at Macmillan LLP who have successfully negotiated definitive licensing agreements in the past is taking the lead in finalizing a licensing agreement for their superior skin lightening compound TFC 1067. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this little snapshot on Sirona Biochem was informative. If you want more detailed information, please take a look at our website under www.prc-partners.com or contact Mr. Busche, our head of research. Hopefully soon I will be able to do another update on Sirona once the details for a licensing deal have been announced.